Shalom, and welcome to What the Watchman Sees, a ministry that will sift through all of the social media noise to show you news of importance from the Most High's perspective. As watchmen, we are here both to warn of dangers and give biblical answers for dwelling in the secret place of the Most High during these times of confusion. Tell your family and friends to like, share, and subscribe as we delve into what Yahweh has for us, the apple of His eye. Let's get to work.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We're going to continue with the annual theme of love. We're going to be looking at 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him." And then verse 16, "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world." So we're going to look a little bit deeper into one of the words for right now. We'll come back to the word love, but we want to look at the world. And the word for world in the Greek is cosmos. It's translated as an apt and harmonious arrangement or constitution, an order, government, the way things are adorned or decorated. The arrangement of the stars is like the heavenly host would be part of it. The world would be the universe, the circle of the earth itself. Sometimes it means the inhabitants of the earth, men and the human family. In the New Testament, it has a lot to do with ungodly people, those who are alienated from the Most High, therefore hostile to the cause of Christ. So when 1 John is telling us to love not the world, that's what 1 John is really talking about. Again, that's what the word world in the scriptures looks like. We're going to do the same thing with love, and this time we're going to look at the word love following the doctrine of first mention. So we're going to look up that word that actually starts out in the Hebrew. In the Hebrew, it's ahab. That's how it's pronounced. These are some of the definitions, but I wanted to use the definition down here. And this is sort of the root of the word. It says to desire, to breathe after anything, the signification of breathing after, hence of longing. And then it also means to desire, to love, or to breathe after, to be inclined. So that gives us a sense of when the word is used. It was first used in the Tanakh. That's what the word meant, to breathe, to desire, or to breathe after something. That, by the way, is from Exodus chapter 20, where it says, "Showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments." So that's why we wanted to look at that one. So now we're going to go 1 John 2:15, "Love not the world or the things of the world." We started out in Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4, which the children of Israel were instructed to love Yahuwah with all of our heart, with all of our soul, and with all of our might. So love is first directed at the Most High. And we spent one lesson talking about that. This lesson, we're going to be looking at love in 1 John, because the Most High's people are told specifically, do not love the world or anything in the world. But all of that is related to loving the Father. So if anyone loves the world, the love for the Father is not in them, which is why we're instructed not to love the world. So in this passage, we know that the world is talking about the cosmos, that which is ordered. We looked up what that word actually means. So when it comes to the use of the word love in the New Testament, so once again, 1 John 2:15 says, don't love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in them. We already talked about what the world is. It's in essence the system that human beings have created to navigate our environment on this particular plane, this particular planet. So when we're told not to love that world or anything in the world, because in doing so, the love of the Father is not in us. The love is talking about love of people, and that word has to do with welcome, to entertain, to be fond of, to love dearly, and that's in the New Testament. That's how that word is translated in 1 John 2:15. The word love, everybody's heard about the word agapos or agape, so that's that word. And then it also has to do with things. So to be well pleased or to be contented at or with a thing, to be contented with a thing. So what we're told is that the Most High's people are not to love the world or anything in the world. Because if we're doing that, if we're loving the world, then the first commandment is being ignored. The Father wants us directing our love toward Him. And when we direct our love toward Him, our love for our surroundings and those in our surroundings, then is in the right order. Because verse 16 says, for everything in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life doesn't come from the Father, but it comes from the world. So in its current state, the way that the world is ordered, the way that the world is adorned, it is ordered and adorned in lust of the flesh. It's focused on the lust of the eyes, and it's focused and adorned with the pride of life. None of those things come from the Father. All of them come from the world. So as Yah's children, He's telling us in order to be His chosen in this world, then we have to direct our love toward heaven and not toward the world and the things of the world. Because everything at this point is based on lust of the flesh or the lust of the eyes. So when we think about all of the turmoil, all of the contradictory ways people treat one another, when we think about how people are going to war even in these days, primarily because of pride or wanting something that doesn't belong to them. And that could be anything, any number of things, people, things, systems, ideas, religions. So none of that is in the world is of the Father, which is why we are not to love the things of the world or anything. So when we combine Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4, we're instructed as individuals and then as family units to love the Most High with all our heart, soul, and might. That gives us the framework to operate in the world because we also know that John 3:16 says that the Father loves the world, but he doesn't love the lust in the world. He doesn't love the lust of the eyes. He doesn't love the lust of the flesh. He doesn't love the pride that we have, because all that is directed on behalf of us as individuals in very selfish ways. So although he loves us, he doesn't love our ways. And our ways are the ways of the world, which is why we as the Father's chosen are told, don't love the world or anything of or in the world. Because when we do that, the love of the Father's not able to manifest in us, which means that it neutralizes our witness. Because the Father loves the world, he needs representatives that love him so that the world can be saved from the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. That can't happen if our love is directed toward the world and the things of the world, whether that be people, whether that be systems, whether that be things that we accumulate for ourselves. I think you get the idea. So that's what the Father has for us as his children on this Shabbat. As we continue to move, what he's doing is he's giving us as his children a different mind. We are to continue to watch and pray so that we don't get surprised by the things that are happening. But as we watch what's happening, as we pray about what's happening, the answer to our prayer is in 1 John 2:15. We give thanks to the Father for redirecting us as his children into the center of his love, of his will. And that way we are able to be able witnesses to those who are looking for the blessing that we have. Father, bless you and keep you. Father, make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. Father, lift up his countenance upon you and give you his shalom.